Me whether my screen is visible or not. Is my screen visible? No. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Please, I will give brief idea regarding this topic. First, you see this one, PN junction diode biasing. In this is the actual concept. Later on, we will go to the theory. Please mute your audio. Mute.
Oh.
Here, this is the PN junction diode. This is the P-type material and N-type material. P-type material and N-type material. In N-type material, majority carriers are electrons. In P-type material, majority carriers are holes. Like that, this N-type layer, I can take this N-type layer as negative terminal, that is cathode terminal. This P-type material, I can take this P-type material as anode terminal here. This is the positive terminal, and this is the negative terminal. Positive is connected to positive terminal of battery. Let it be this terminal may interchange. Positive, if positive is connected to positive terminal of battery, negative is connected to negative terminal of battery, then we can call that it as forward biased. Here it is given here. This diagram is given for reverse bias condition. N terminal is given to positive terminal and P terminal is given to negative terminal. Then we can call this as reverse biasing, reverse bias condition. If positive terminal is connected to positive and negative terminal, that is cathode terminal, is connected to negative terminal of battery, then we can call that bias as forward biasing. If positive terminal is connected to negative terminal and negative terminal, that is cathode terminal, is connected to positive terminal of battery, then we can call that biasing as reverse biasing. What is that operation? We will see. By applying that for let it be, this is the, let us assume that it has this diagram is in forward bias condition. Then this the depletion region in forward bias condition, the depletion region, all the charge carriers will diffuse in this direction. The depletion region goes on strings here. By this applying voltage, the depletion region position goes on strings, and complete all the charge carriers flow very freely across this junction. All the charge carriers flow very freely across this junction, and the movement of electrons and holes will take place very rapidly here. Therefore, the flow of current will take place in this PN junction diode very drastically. Then flow of current, it is in the range of milliamperes here. Then the resistance part across in forward bias direction, the resistance is very low. The resistance is very low or zero. Then the flow of current is high in the forward bias condition. Whereas in reverse bias condition, the depletion region here, this is negative terminal, and it is given to the positive terminal of the battery, and here this is the positive anode terminal is given to negative terminal of battery. Then these depletion region keeps on increases. These keeps on increases, and there is no further diffusion of all the charge carriers will take place across this one. Therefore, this depletion region also keeps on increases. Only very small minute amount of charge carriers will flow in this reverse bias direction, and the flow of current is almost very small amount of flow of current will take place due to the breakdown of the charge carriers. What is that breakdown? We will see. Due to the breakdown of the charge carriers, very small amount of current flow will take place. That small amount of current in the range of microamperes. Here the depletion region position is very high, therefore the resistance part is maximum here. The resistance part is maximum, then the flow of current is low, very low. It is almost equal to zero on quotes, zero. It is in the reverse bias direction. And after applying in the forward bias direction, I am going to obtain this characteristics here. That means by increasing the voltage, by increasing this forward voltage, we can represent this I can represent this forward voltage as, in some textbooks they can represent this forward voltage as Vf here, Vf, and this reverse voltage as Vr, this reverse voltage as Vr. Okay, and this current as this is the forward current, I can represent this current as IF, forward current IF, and I can represent this current as IR. Like that I am going to represent here. This is VF, IF, VR, IR. In the forward direction, in the if voltage is applied here, the voltage is applied in the forward direction. This is the, let it be, this is the forward voltage. Positive voltage is applied to the PN junction diode. Then the flow of current also increases very drastically. The flow of current increases very drastically. Then it's by increasing this voltage, I can obtain the increase in the current value also. In the reverse bias direction, here up to one below this 1 milliamperes, below this 1 milliamperes, below this voltage, let it be this voltage, this reverse voltage keeps on one increased. It is reverse voltage is 1 volt, reverse voltage is 2 volt, reverse voltage is 3 volt. Like that I am keep on increasing up to 7 volts also. I am not going to obtain any sort of increase in the current level. But up to this 4.5, I am going to obtain some GNR breakdown here. Due to the applied voltage is very high in the reverse bias direction, some charge carriers are going to be takes place. That minority charge carrier flow will takes place here. The due to the applied voltage, due to the applied voltage is reverse voltage keeps on increases. That let it be, that is 4.5. Beyond this 4.5, again carrier multiplication will takes place due to this avalanche breakdown process. Due to the carrier multiplication process, at around 6.5 volts, I am going to obtain this avalanche breakdown current flow here. These two current flows are in the range of microamperes range, whereas in the forward bias direction, I am going to obtain the current as milliamperes range, whereas in the reverse bias direction, I am going to obtain in the range of microamperes range. This is the basic idea. In the forward bias direction, current range is milli, whereas in reverse bias direction, current range is microamps. This is about this one. And later on, we will see the parameters of PN junction diode, that is ideal diode, knee voltage, static or DC resistance, dynamic or AC resistance, reverse saturation current, junction breakdown. These are the parameters we are going to derive from the PN junction diode, and as well as from the VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Just a minute, I will go to the actual PDF. Is it visible? Tell me.
Sir.
Okay, PN junction diode visible to you?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, right. Here, this is the actual. This is our notes. By following this notes, if I explain this within the notes, you will get some familiar with this material. That's why I'm using this one. Just initially, we know the p-type of material, p-type material and n-type material. In this p-type material, maximum number of majority charge carriers are holes. These are mainly because of acceptor atoms are present in this p-type material. This is the n-type material. Majority carriers are holes, and the atoms are and the major atoms is donor atoms are present in this n-type material. This is the symbol for this. I am taking this material, this layer as well as this layer. I am combining these two layers here by using some fabrication technique. I am combining this p-type material and n-type material. I am obtaining this PN diode here. I am obtaining PN diode with a single junction. Let it be, this is the single junction here. This is the single junction. This is the, let it be, this is the anode terminal A. This is the anode terminal. This is the positive terminal, and this is negative terminal. I can also treat it as anode terminal and cathode terminal also. This one, P material, I am taking it as A, anode terminal. N material, I am taking it as cathode terminal or negative terminal. This is the symbol for PN junction diode. This is the symbol for PN junction diode. The arrow head is the positive terminal or anode terminal. The vertical line is represented as N-type material or cathode terminal here. This is, let it be, this is the P-type material and this is the N-type material. ది యారో హెడ్ ఇండికేట్స్ ది కన్వెన్షనల్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో అని చెప్పి ఫస్ట్లో అనుకున్నాం, గుర్తుందమ్మా? కన్వెన్షనల్, ది యారో హెడ్స్ ఇన్ ఎనీ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ డివైస్ ఇండికేట్స్ ది కన్వెన్షనల్ ఫ్లో డైరెక్షన్. Conventional flow direction, that is whole current direction. That is whole current direction. It is indicated here. Same, I know the combination of p type and n type material, and I am taking this p type and n type material from previous concepts. This is the p type material and this is the n type material. These holes diffuse into n type and these electrons diffuse into p type, and there is a creation of wall here, that is negative immobile ions are get created here, and there is a creation of wall here, that is positive immobile ions are get created here. The combination of this positive and negative immobile ions, here some depletion layer is get created. Some depletion layer is get created. Due to this depletion layer, I am going to acquire, due to this depletion layer, I am going to obtain some potential here. This potential, I am obtaining some potential here. That potential, I am going to treat that potential as potential barrier. This potential barrier is obtained here from these two potentials, that is positive and negative potential. Some electric potential is created. This potential, I can treat that potential as barrier potential. I can treat this barrier potential as VB. This is the indication of barrier potential. And after knowing this one, this is the PN junction diode is a two-terminal device, consists of P and N type material with one junction. It can be made, the silicon diode can be made either with silicon or germanium. It can be made with silicon or germanium material. Similarly, transistors can be made with silicon or germanium material. Some indications are there. Those indications can be given whenever laboratory is open to us. Then in that we can I can tell the coding for diodes as well as transistors also. Don't worry. In that form, either in that diodes can be manufactured by using germanium or silicon. Just a minute. When a p-type material is joined to n-type material, then a p-n junction is formed. That is the point we have already discussed. That is, when p-type material is joined to n-type material, one junction is formed. One junction is going to be formed. Let us consider that p-type material has a high concentration of holes and n-type material has a high concentration of free electrons are joined together. Hence, there is a tendency of holes to diffuse over to n side and electrons to p side. This process is known as diffusion. We have already discussed this one. Again, for our convenience, I am again repeating this point here. When a p-n junction is formed, the holes from p region diffuse to n region, where they disappear due to recombination of electrons and holes and becomes neutral. The electrons from n region diffuse to p region, where they disappear due to recombination with holes, and hence there is no charge available for conduction. Some wall of positive ions or positive immobile ions and wall of negative immobile ions are get created. That is the point here indicated. Then after creation of that wall, there is no further diffusion of holes and electrons takes place across the junction. The reason is that the holes trying to diffuse to n region are repelled by the immobile positive ions, and electrons trying to diffuse in p region are repelled by the immobile negative ions. Why? Because positive are going to be repelled and negative are going to be repelled here. The region containing immobile ions and negative ions and positive ions near the junction where the charge carriers are depleted is called depletion region. And or we can call this region as depletion layer also, or we can call this region as space charge region also. There are three types of names can be given, that is depletion region, depletion layer, or space charge region. That space is mainly by two charges, that is positive and negative charges. We can call that it as space charge region also. The charged free region, which prevents further diffusion or neutralization, the potential barrier can be increased or decreased by applying an external applied voltage. Here, the potential here, the potential the potential created here can be this depletion region. If depletion region is very thin, then this potential barrier level is also going to be very small here. Similarly, if the depletion region is high, then the potential region is also high. That is the point given here. That means here, the charge free, which prevents further diffusion or neutralization, the potential barrier can be increased or decreased by applying an external applied voltage. ఇప్పుడు మనం పాజిటివ్ వోల్టేజ్ అప్లై చేస్తే ఏంటంటే ఆ పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ స్ట్రింకింగ్ ఇన్ ది పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ మే టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ అండ్ ది ఫ్రీ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ది all the charge free movement of the charge carriers will take place, and the flow of electricity or flow of current will be high in the forward direction, in the forward bias condition. Whereas in reverse bias condition, the depletion region keeps on increases and the flow of current is also low in the reverse bias direction. Next one, the diffusion of charge carriers creates a potential barrier at junction. According to Coulomb's law, there exists a force between opposite charges, that is positive and negative. This force produces a electric field between the opposite charges existing near the junction, creates a potential difference across the junction. The barrier voltage is developed across the junction under the thermal equilibrium condition. This voltage is also known as junction voltage or internal voltage or barrier potential barrier voltage. Barrier voltage, other names, is given as junction voltage, internal voltage, or barrier potential barrier voltage. Other name is given like this here. The electric field prevents majority carriers in p-type and n-type material from crossing potential barrier region. The potential barrier is about 0.3 volt. That potential barrier region, this potential barrier region is about 0.3 volt for germanium, 0.7 volt for silicon. That potential barrier region is about 0.3 volt for germanium and 0.7 volt for silicon at room temperature. Room temperature, that is on 273 plus 27. Is it right? 273 plus 27 will give 300 degree Kelvin. Then the p-type and n-type regions are referred to as anode and cathode respectively. When diode is forward biased, the arrowhead shows the conventional current direction, that is the direction in which the whole current flow takes place. All these points in the previous class, we know this what is p-type. In open circuit p-n junction, we have already seen this whatever theory we have come across here. And this is the actual part. This is the working of a diode is the actual part here. This is the forward bias condition, first one. Forward biasing concept of p-n junction diode. Let it be, this is the p-type material and this is the n-type material. It is connected with some voltage supply. In between, some ammeter is also connected. Ammeters are going to be connected in series format. In the series format, some constant flow of current will take place here. Therefore, I am placing the ammeter in the series format here. Here, this p-type material is connected to positive and n-type material is connected to negative. This biasing condition is known as forward bias condition. Whereas this is the laid type of diagram for p-n junction diode. Whereas this is the symbolic diagram for p-n junction diode. We are going to use this diagram. In laboratory. So both the diagrams are needful to in the further classes here. Both the diagrams are needy. This is the anode terminal is connected to positive, cathode terminal is connected to negative. Anode terminal is connected to positive and the cathode terminal is connected to negative. Then this biasing is known as forward bias condition. Here the main concentration, here the junction is formed. And due to the forward bias condition, the movement of the electrons is very high. The flow of the electrons these electrons are attracted towards positive terminal of battery and the holes are attracted towards negative terminal of battery. From the basic concept, the electrons, I am considering only majority charge carriers, that is electrons, are traveling towards the positive terminal of battery across this negative terminal. Again, the traveling of electrons keeps on increases. Why? Because the junction across this junction, it is very thin. The junction layer is very thin, and all the movement of the charge carriers is very rapid across the junction, and the vanishing of the junction may takes place here. That means the minimum amount of voltage, that is zero point 0.3 volt, 0.3 volt for germanium and 0.7 volt for silicon. By applying the minimum amount of voltage to this PN junction diode, then the flow of current will keeps on increases. From the graph we can analyze that one. By increasing that voltage in the stepwise manner, let it be initial voltage is 0, there is no flow of current. By increasing that voltage level to 0.1, some small amount of current will flow. 0.2, like that. By increasing, keep on increasing up to the point 0.7 volt, 0.7 volt, up to this point, let it be to this point, 0.7 volt cut-in voltage of the silicon. Up to this point, there is no increase in the current level. Beyond this point, when the voltage keeps on increases, beyond this point, there is a drastic increase in the current flow in the forward direction. In the forward bias condition, up to this point, below this point, there is only small amount of current flow will takes place. Beyond this point, after obtaining this cut-in point or knee point, cut-in point or the new point, cut-in or knee point means it is the minimum amount of voltage given to the PN junction diode. Then the diode starts conduction. Diode starts conducting. That point is known as cut-in point or knee point. Knee point. That is the point given here. Here from this diagram, when external voltage is applied to PN junction in such a direction that it cancels the potential barrier, that means the vanishing of the potential barrier may takes place and permits the current to flow, and permits the current flow is called forward bias condition. To apply a forward bias, positive terminal of battery is connected to P-type semiconductor, while negative terminal is connected to N-type semiconductor. The applied forward potential establishes an electric field opposed to the potential barrier. అంటే వన్స్ ఈ ఫార్వర్డ్ పొటెన్షియల్ అప్లై చేస్తూ ఉంటే బ్యాటరీ సప్లై ద్వారా అప్లై చేస్తే ఇదేమవుతుంది, ఎస్టాబ్లిషెస్ ఏ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ విచ్ ఈజ్ ఆపోజిట్ టు ది పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్కి ఆపోజిట్గా అప్లై చేస్తున్నట్టు అన్నమాట. మనం వోల్టేజ్ ఏదైతే ఇస్తున్నామో బ్యాటరీ ద్వారా, అది దట్ ఈస్ యాక్టింగ్ ఆపోజిట్ టు ది పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్. దెన్ పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ ఈస్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ ఆటోమేటికలీ. The reduce in the potential barrier may takes place. A small forward voltage is sufficient to cross the barrier, and then it completely eliminates the barrier. కొంచెం ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తూ వెళ్తాం వోల్టేజ్ని పాయింట్స్ వైజ్ మేనర్, ఫ్రమ్ 0 volts to 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 up to 0.7 volts. Up to 0.7 volts, there is only small flow of current will takes place. Beyond that 0.7 volts, then complete elimination of the barrier will takes place. Eliminates the barrier. When potential barrier is eliminated by forward voltage, then junction reduces and becomes almost 0. Then ikkada forward voltage eliminates the the potential barrier is eliminated by forward voltage. Then junction resistance అక్కడ ఏమన్నా స్టాప్ చేస్తుందా, ఏదైనా పార్టికల్ అక్కడ స్టాప్ అయిపోతుందా, ఏదైనా స్టాప్ చేయడానికి ఏమన్నా ఉందా, రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఉందా జంక్షన్ దగ్గర? ఏమీ లేనట్టు అనమాట. ఏమీ లేదు కాబట్టి జంక్షన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ హియర్ బికమ్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 0. ఆల్మోస్ట్ if resistance is 0, if resistance is minimum or 0, then flow of current is maximum. And we have given the forward voltage also maximum here, then flow of current is also maximum. If resistance across the junction is minimum, then flow of current is maximum. Only with respect to resistance and current I am going to consider here. When an electron hole recombine takes place near the junction, a covalent bond near positive terminal of battery breaks down, and this causes a across here, this is the assumption, across here some covalent bond, positive and negative terminal, positive across this terminal some covalent bond is going to be breaking down. ఇది అజంప్షన్ అమ్మ, ఇది యాక్చువల్గా ఈ టెర్మినల్ దగ్గర అనుకుంటున్నాం అనమాట. ఇది అజంప్షన్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక some covalent bond is there that is going to be breaking, then electron will liberated to n side and hole will be liberated to p side అనుకుంటాం అనమాట. That is the point given here. when an electron hole recombine takes place near the junction, across the junction, covalent bond near positive terminal of battery breaks down, and this causes liberation of electron which enters the positive terminal, and this action creates a new hole which moves towards the junction. For each electron in n region that combined with a hole from p region, an electron enters the crystal from negative terminal of battery. The electron enters the crystal from negative terminal of battery. Assume that it has this here some covalent bond is there, it is breaking down, then this electron will liberate it to n type and hole will liberate it to p type. That is the point here. The constant movement of electrons towards the constant movement of electrons towards the positive terminal of battery and holes towards the uh, actually this is the electrons enter the crystal from negative terminal of battery. ఇక్కడ వరకు చాలమ్మా, ఈ పాయింట్ అక్కర్లేదు. Here the points are to be noted. The continuous current in external circuit is due to current is in the external circuit is due to electrons. The current in n-type material is due to movement of free electrons. The current in the n-type material is due to the movement of free electrons. When these electrons reaches the junction, they combine with holes. Since a hole is in the covalent bond, when a free electron combined with the hole, it becomes valence electron. In the p region, the electrons travels as valence electron. In the p region, the electron travel as valence electron. The current in this region is due to holes. The valence electrons on reaching end of the crystal flows into positive terminal of battery. When PN junction is forward biased, it has low resistance path and hence current flow in the circuit. అంటే మీకు ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చిన నోట్స్లో మీకు వచ్చిన పాయింట్లే వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. దానిలో మీరు ఫిల్టర్ చేసుకోండి. ఏ పాయింట్స్ అయితే రాయాలనుకుంటారో థియరీలో అవి మాత్రం రాయండి చాలు. ఏంటంటే ఒకసారి 1 by 1 ఎక్కువ పాయింట్స్ రాస్తే, నేను ఎందుకు ఇట్లా ఇచ్చానంటే నోట్స్ ఎక్కువ పాయింట్స్ రాస్తే ఏంటంటే ఒక పాయింట్ కాకపోయినా ఇంకో పాయింట్ కరెక్ట్గా మీరు ఎగ్జామ్లో రిప్లికేట్ చేయడం కోసం ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని ఇట్లా ఇచ్చాను అనమాట. అది చెప్పిన పాయింటే మళ్ళీ చెప్తుంటాడు యాక్చువల్గా. అది సేమ్ in the electron travels and hole travels in the p side and n side అని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నారు అనమాట. అది here across the junction there is a low resistance path and the current flow is in the circuit, that is in the forward bias direction. That is the point given here. And in the reverse bias direction, when an external voltage is applied to PN junction, it increases the potential barrier, then it is called reverse bias direction. Simply forward bias condition means applying positive voltage. Reverse bias direction means applying negative voltage. When an external voltage is applied to PN junction, it increases the potential barrier. This potential barrier is going to be increases. These holes are positive charge carriers. These holes are attracted towards negative terminal of battery, and these electrons are negative charge carriers. These are attracted to positive terminal of battery. Then there is a drastic increase in the potential barrier level here. There is drastic increase in potential barrier level. The resistance part across this junction is maximum and the flow of current is minimum. Here the ammeter I am placing here in the range of microamperes range. Let it be, this is the flow of holes and electron position here. This is the layered diagram and this is the circuit symbolic diagram for PN junction diode. Anode terminal is connected to negative and cathode terminal is connected to positive. For reverse bias, the positive terminal of battery is connected to N-type semiconductor and negative terminal of battery is connected to P-type semiconductor. The applied reverse voltage establishes an electric field which acts in same direction of the potential barrier. Potential barrier ఎట్లా అయితే ఎన్హాన్స్ అవుతుందో ఆ డైరెక్షన్లోనే మనకు రివర్స్ వోల్టేజ్ అప్లై చేయడం వల్ల ఇంకా పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ విడ్త్ కీప్స్ ఆన్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ అనమాట. ఆ విడ్త్ అట్లా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఏ డైరెక్షన్లో? ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో ఈ పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఆ పాయింట్ చెప్తున్నారు. Applied reverse voltage establishes an electric field which acts in the same direction of potential barrier. Then results field at the junction is strengthens and barrier height is increased. Barrier height or width keeps on increases here. This increased potential barrier prevents the flow of charge carriers across the junction, and it creates high resistance path. It creates high resistance path. Therefore, R is maximum, I is minimum here. R is maximum and I is minimum. When junction is reverse biased, the electrons in n-type semiconductor and holes in p-type semiconductor are attracted away from the junction. Since there is no recombination of electron-hole pair, no current flows in circuit. That means no majority charge carrier current, only minority current flows here. The point we should be noted here is ఇక్కడ మెజారిటీ క్యారియర్ కరెంటు లేదనమాట ఇన్ రివర్స్ బయాస్ డైరెక్షన్, ఓన్లీ మైనారిటీ క్యారియర్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో ఈస్ టేకింగ్ ప్లేస్. హౌ దట్ మైనారిటీ క్యారియర్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో విల్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ విల్ సీ. ద జంక్షన్ పొటెన్షియల్ బ్యారియర్ అగైన్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్పిన పాయింట్లే మళ్ళీ పాయింట్స్ టు బి నోటెడ్ అని మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాం అమ్మా ఒకసారి అంతే. మీరు నోట్స్ ఎక్కువగా ఉందని అట్లా ఏం ఫీల్ అవ్వద్దు. యూ కెన్ మినిమైజ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ అన్ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ లైక్ దట్. The junction potential barrier is strengthened. Junction offers a high resistance. Practically no current flow in the circuit due to the very high resistance at the junction. Little current, that is microamperes range flow of current will take place to the junction due to the minority carriers. A PN junction diode is a unidirectional device. It is a unidirectional device. Only majority carrier current flow is going to be considered here. That is, therefore, I can considering this carrier flow as that electron flow as unidirectional device which offers low resistance. When forward biased behaves like conductors, while in reverse bias it gives high resistance and behaves like insulator here. PN junction diode is a unidirectional device which offers low resistance. When forward biased behaves like conductors, while in reverse bias it gives high resistance, it behaves like insulator. Forward bias lemo complete inductor laga act chesiddi, reverse bias lemo it behaves like an insulator. VI characteristics of PN junction diode. In this is the diagram which is indicated in other. This is just a indication for other circuit diagram. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి మనం ఈ circuit diagram, this circuit diagram we are going to understand the circuit diagram. Just wait. This is the, let it be, this is the anode terminal is connected to positive terminal, cathode terminal is connected to negative terminal. This for this is the normal diagram. Actually this is the normal diagram, and this is, let it be, this is the normal diagram. Anode terminal is connected to positive and cathode terminal is connected to negative. In between I am placing one rheostat or the potentiometer I am going to place here. This is the pot, potentiometer or pot I am placing here. Ammeters are connected in series, voltmeter is connected in parallel to the diode. This is connected in parallel, whereas it is connected in series. It is connected in series, whereas it is connected in parallel here. It is connected in parallel like that. Here one part is get connected here in order to vary this voltage. To vary this voltage I am placing this pot here. The variation in the potential, the variation in this voltage is made by using this potentiometer pot, and this voltage is varied. For example, this voltage is, it is forward bias condition anukundam. Initial ga it is forward bias condition. It is varied from 0 volts. It is, I am going to vary this this from 0 volt. From 0 volts I am keeps on increasing here. That voltage is keeps on increases. Then there is a drastic increase in the current flow will take place. That current flow I am notating some points here. I am going to obtain this point across this point. I am going to notate here, and I am going to notate this point. I am going to obtain this point. I am going to obtain this point. I am going to obtain this point like that. It keeps on increasing that voltage level. I am going to obtain this point, that is current point, as well as this voltage point. Similarly, I can obtain this point as well as this voltage point. this current point. Like that, I am going to obtain both voltage. By increasing the voltage, I am going to obtain this voltage point as well as current point. By taking this voltage as well as current, I can easily draw the what is the resistance across that point. I can draw here. I can draw here. If I am considering single point, let it be. I am considering only single point. If I am considering only single point, if I am considering only single point, then if I am considering only single point, I can state that it as static resistance here. Static resistance. If I am considering this point only, let it be. This is at 3 volts. It is at 3 volts, and this current flow is at 6 milliamps. 6 milliamps of current. This point across this point. Then R is equal to V by I. From the basic Ohm's law formula, that is V is 3 volts. V is 3 volts is substituted, and I is 6 milliamps. Then what is its value? That is, its value is approximately 0.5. Is it right? 0.5 milliamperes will become, that is 10 power 3. 10 power 3. 10 power minus 3 will become 10 power 3. ఇక్కడ డినామినేటర్లో ఉంది మిల్లీ కదా, ఇక్కడ 10 power minus 3 ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని పైకి వెళ్తే it will become, it is 10 power, that is 1000 will become 500 ohms here. I can obtain static resistance is 500 ohm. 500 ohm I am going to obtain here. Similarly, if I am considering 2 points here, if I am considering 2 points, then I can obtain dynamic resistance here. That means change in the voltage by change in the current. If I am applying two points here, let it be, I am considering this point here, this point 2, and this point here. This point is 1. These 2 points I am considering here. Let it be delta V means change in voltage. Change in voltage, that is 3 volts. 3 volts minus 1 volt. 3 volts minus 1 volt is 2 volt. 2 volt by current value 6 minus 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2, that is 4. That is 2 by 4. What is this value then? This value 0.5 only. Again milli goes to numerator side, and I will get 0.5 into 10 power 3. 10 power 3. 10 power 3 ohms. After converting, I will get 500 ohms like that. In this way, I can obtain from the forward bias characteristics, I can obtain the both static means single point. Static means single point resistance, that is Rs is equal to V by I. Whereas dynamic means that is 2 points. By considering 2 points, I can get the we can also given this dynamic resistance as slope of reciprocal. This is the I will go to those terms later on. Just for time being, say static means single point, dynamic means 2 points, that is delta V by delta I. By considering 2 points on the graph, I can acquire the dynamic resistance. By considering only single point, I can acquire the static resistance here. This is about forward bias characteristics. Just a minute. This is in this way we can find out the VI characteristics of forward bias diode. And this is the forward bias condition. And when no external voltage applied in the circuit, current is 0. Here forward bias condition, for forward bias of a PN junction, P type is connected to positive terminal and N type is connected to negative terminal of battery. Potential of PN junction can be varied with the help of potentiometer, as some forward voltage 0.3 volts for germanium, 0.7 volts for silicon. The potential barrier is eliminated and current starts flowing. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైతే వర్కింగ్లో చూసామో అదే ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట. అది సేమ్ పాయింట్స్ రిపీట్ అవుతాయి, కాకపోతే ఫర్ అవర్ కన్వీనియన్స్ వర్కింగ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసేటప్పుడు మళ్ళీ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసి దానికి అప్లై చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట, అంతే. Same point, the forward voltage is applied and barrier potential is eliminated and current starts flowing. This voltage is known as threshold voltage or knee voltage or cut-in voltage. As forward voltage applied beyond that threshold voltage, then forward current rises exponentially. This forward current rises exponentially. Uh, if forward voltage is increased beyond certain safe value, it produces an extremely large current. This may which may destroy the junction due to the overheating. ఇప్పుడు voltage range, for example, I need to apply up to 20 volts అనుకుందాం. Up to 20 volts I need to apply for the diode. Beyond that 20 volts, it will withstand for up to 4 volts like that, 24 volts like that. Beyond that 24 volts I'm applying more voltage to that PN junction diode, then the heating of the PN junction diode may takes place, and it will comes into the destruction state. That position may happen here by increasing the more amount of forward voltage also. This is beyond safe voltage. Beyond that safe voltage range, we are not supposed to operate that diode in that range. And for to make the conduction of the experiment very smoothly, we need to go through the what is the maximum range of that diode. Then we need to operate that voltage range within that range only. Okay, this is about forward bias condition. In the forward bias condition, I will acquire the static resistance as well as dynamic resistance here. Similarly, in the reverse bias direction also, I can acquire the static resistance as well as dynamic resistance in the reverse bias direction also. Here in examination, you can draw only one line here. There is no need to draw. For our convenience, we have drawn for germanium as well as silicon here. Here for germanium as well as silicon is drawn here for our convenience sake. But in diagram, in our exam, there is only one line is enough for the both positive and negative characteristics graph. In the reverse bias condition, for reverse bias condition, the reverse bias of PN junction diode, P type is connected to negative terminal while N type is connected to positive terminal of battery. The reverse potential of battery can be varied with the help of potential divider. The reverse potential across this one, again variation can be done with this potentiometer. The voltage is applied here. Then here I need to reverse these two terminals. That means anode terminal should be connected to negative and cathode terminal should be connected to positive. We need to reverse these terminals. Then by using this potentiometer, I am keep on increasing the voltage. I am keep on increasing this voltage, and I will note down the current reading as well as voltage reading. And by using that current reading as well as voltage readings, I can tabulate some tabular column with respect to the voltage as well as current here. In the forward bias direction, this current reading is in the range of milliamperes, whereas in reverse bias direction, this voltage is in microamperes range. This voltage is applied. If that voltage is positive, I can treat that it is a positive bias condition. If voltage is applied in the reverse bias direction, I can treat that voltage as the negative bias condition. That is reverse bias condition. I can tabulate the graph like that. From those readings, VI characteristics readings, I can plot this curve. Reverse bias of PN junction. The reverse potential of the battery can be varied with the help of potential barrier. In this case, the junction resistance becomes very high due to the depletion region. Width of the depletion region is high and no current flows through the circuit. But practically, small current, microamperes of current flows in the circuit due to the minority carriers, and it is known as reverse current. Some minority carrier current flow is taking place in this circuit. That flow of current, I can treat that current as reverse current here. As reverse voltage is increased from 0, reverse current quickly rises to its maximum or saturated value. Some small amount of current flow is taking place here, mainly because of minority charge carriers. That means indirectly this p-type material consists of some minority carriers, as well as p-type material consists of minority carriers. minority carriers, and n-type consists of some minority carriers. These conduction of these minority carriers present in p-type as well as n-type materials, the conduction of the conduction of the current will takes place. This is in this case the junction minority carriers, as reverse voltage is increased from 0, reverse current quickly rises to its maximum value or saturated value. If reverse voltage is further increased, kinetic energy of electrons minority carriers, p region p type material లో కూడా ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదమ్మా, ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ వల్ల minority carriers వల్ల drastic, it will flow into the n region, it will comes to the n side, and it will give some kinetic energy of electrons, that is minority carriers become so high, so that knocked out those electrons are knock out electrons from the atoms నుంచి ఆ electrons ని knockout అవుతాయి అన్నమాట. At this stage breakdown of the junction occurs, there is a sudden rise of the reverse current. అట్లాగా sudden rise of the reverse current may takes place here. That is in p type material, some of the minority charge carriers breaking down of the covalent bond may takes place, and it will travels towards the n side, and it will gives the minority carrier current flow. That current flow, that condition, that breaking down condition of the covalent bond at the junction is takes place mainly because of that minority carriers, due to the sudden increase in the voltage level, and it will gives the rise in the current level also. These breakdowns are of two types, that is GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown. These two terms we will discuss later, GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown. Normally the an ideal diode which conducts with a zero resistance when forward biased and offers an infinite resistance when reverse biased. This is the ideal characteristics of PN junction diode. At in the reverse bias direction, it is providing zero resistance here. It is providing zero resistance. R is equal to 0. This is the zero line. R is equal to 0. Here flow of current is maximum. Flow of current is maximum, that is forward current is maximum. Let it be, this is the dark line is given here, that is maximum flow of current will takes place. And in reverse bias direction, here the flow of resistance is maximum and the flow of current is minimum here, that is upon the zero line. Upon the zero line, the flow of current is 0 and the resistance is maximum. Here resistance is 0 and current level is high. Therefore in forward bias direction, this diode acts as a on switch, and in the reverse bias direction, this diode acts as a off switch here. In the forward bias condition, this diode acts as on switch or closed switch. In the reverse bias direction, this diode acts as open switch or open switch here, or off switch here, open switch or off switch. Due to this, the resistance part is 0 and resistance part is infinity. And next one is knee voltage. Knee voltage or threshold voltage or cut-in voltage. Different names are there for this knee voltage. Knee voltage is defined as the forward voltage at which current through junction starts increasing rapidly. From that point, actual conduction of the current will take place for the PN junction diode. That is the minimum amount of voltage at which at which the current through the junction starts increases rapidly. This is the knee voltage here. Knee voltage is defined as the forward voltage at which current through junction starts increases rapidly. Next, static or DC resistance. A static resistance is defined as the ratio of DC voltage to DC current. సేమ్ ఇదేమ్మా, ఇప్పుడు నేను అప్పుడు ఇందాక ఆర్ఎస్ అని చెప్పాను కదమ్మా, అదే ఇక్కడ ఫార్వర్డ్లో తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి ఆర్ఎఫ్ అని రాసాం అంతే. V is equal to II formula, from that V is equal to IR formula, then RF is equal to VF by IF. VF by IF, I can take this as single point here, then V by VDC by IDC అనుకుంటాను అనమాట. V by example V1 by I1 అని చెప్పి గ్రాఫ్ నుంచి 2 పాయింట్స్ తీసుకొని మనం డ్రా చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. స్టాటిక్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. Similarly, dynamic resistance of a diode is defined as the reciprocal of slope of forward characteristics. Reciprocal of slope of forward characteristics and reciprocal cheste I can get these dynamic characteristics here. That means its meaning is 1 by delta IF by delta. By considering this slope, delta IF by delta VF, then I will get delta VF by delta IF. This delta IF by delta VF is given by slope here. That is given by delta VF by delta VF. By interchanging these terms, I can get this value. That is V2 minus V1 by I2 minus I1. By taking 2 points on the graph, I can acquire the delta VF term as well as delta IF term. And I can easily obtain the what is the dynamic resistance of PN junction diode. Next point is reverse saturation current IS. In reverse bias diode, there is a no current due to the minority carriers. At there is at majority carriers, but there is a small current due to the flow of minority carriers. That is thermal agitation. Due to thermal agitation, small flow of current will take place only because of minority carriers across the junction. The applied voltage drives the applied voltage drives these minority carriers across the junction. So the minority carriers constitute small current called reverse current or reverse saturation current. ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ మైనారిటీ క్యారియర్స్ ఒక ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ కరెంట్ని డ్రాస్టిక్గా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తుందో బై ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ద టెంపరేచర్, దట్ కండిషన్ ఐ కెన్ టేక్ దట్ కండిషన్ యాజ్ థర్మల్ యాజిటేషన్ హియర్. Rapid increase in the temperature level by increasing the voltage in the reverse bias direction, then I can treat that condition as thermal agitation condition. And minority carriers keeps on increases, and by increasing that minority carriers in the reverse direction, therefore I can take that level as saturation value of minority carriers, saturation value of minority carriers, and it is creating the flow of current. That current is reverse saturation current IS. Reverse current is get created. That current I can treat that current as reverse saturation current. And next one, when reverse voltage is increased beyond particular value, particular value, large reverse current or the flow is called reverse breakdown of diode అవుతుంది అనమాట. When reverse voltage is increased beyond particular value, large reverse current or flow will takes place. That point beyond that point, I am taking that point. ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 0.3 volts in the reverse bias direction లో ఒక 4 volts దగ్గర I am going to obtain, ఇందాక చూసాం కదమ్మా గ్రాఫ్ లో, I am going to obtain 4.5 volts దగ్గర I am going to obtain GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown at 6.5 volts దగ్గర avalanche breakdown will takes place here. What is GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown? We will see now. This is the GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown. Breaking of covalent bonds is due to the intense electric field across narrow depletion region. This generates large number of free electrons to cause breakdown. ఎక్కువ free electrons across the junction will takes place, and this is mainly narrow depletion region. This generates large number of free electrons to cause breakdown here. Whereas this one, avalanche breakdown, this occurs for GNR diode, that is that voltage may be 6 volts like that. This is given by, it is less than 6 volts అనుకుంటున్నాం అనమాట. Let it be less than 6 volts is 4.5 volts from the graph 4.5 volts. This GNR breakdown is mainly because of voltage, whereas avalanche breakdown, breaking of covalent bond, is due to the collision of accelerated charge carriers. Accelerate అయినటువంటి charge carriers ఎక్కువగా ఉండటం వల్ల బ్రేకింగ్ ఆఫ్ కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ డ్యూ టు ది యాక్సలరేటెడ్ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ హ్యావింగ్ లార్జ్ వెలాసిటీ. ఒక్కొక్క యాక్సలరేటెడ్ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్కి ఎక్కువ వెలాసిటీ ఉంటుంది అనమాట, అండ్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ విత్ అడ్జసెంట్ ఆటమ్స్. దిస్ ప్రాసెస్ is called carrier multiplication. GNR breakdown is mainly because of voltage, whereas avalanche breakdown is mainly because of carrier multiplication. ఆ క్యారియర్స్ అనేవి మల్టిప్లై అవుతుంటాయి, డ్రాస్టిక్గా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి in reverse direction I can treat that it as avalanche breakdown here. This occurs is greater than, this breakdown is occurs greater than 6 volts. That is, let it be, this is 6.5 volts. 6.5 volts from the graph. Here temperature coefficient is negative, temperature coefficient is positive here. Breakdown voltage, this decreases as temperature increases. Here breakdown voltage increases as temperature increase అయినా ఇక్కడ breakdown voltage కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. ఇక్కడ నెగిటివ్ టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ అంటే అదే కదా, వోల్టేజ్ డిక్రీజ్ అయినా టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ రెండు ఇంక్రీజ్ అయితే పాజిటివ్ టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ అంటాం అనమాట. Occurs in heavily doped diodes. This GNR breakdown occurs in heavily doped diodes, whereas this occurs in lightly doped diodes. Avalanche breakdown may occurs in lightly doped diodes. GNR breakdown may occurs in, actually it may occurs in GNR diode like that, heavily doped diodes anamata. These are the different points regarding PN junction diode and its parameters derived from the VI characteristics. Please again go through, just a minute, again go through the basic concept of PN junction diode. That is, forward biasing means positive is applied to positive terminal of battery and negative is applied to negative terminal of battery. That is forward bias condition. Then drastic increase in the drastic there is a drastic increase in the flow of current will take place. Exponentially rise in the flow of current will take place by increasing this voltage, forward voltage. Similarly, in reverse bias direction, if positive terminal is connected to negative and negative terminal is connected to positive, there is a depletion region position keeps on increases and resistance is high and flow of current is very small. By increasing the further increase in the voltage level, the minority carriers present in n-type semiconductor material and p-type semiconductor material, due to that minority charge carriers the flow of electrons will take place, and covalent bonds will breaking down of the covalent bonds across the junction will take place, and movement of that minority charge carriers will take place across the junction. Due to that minority carrier current flow, I am going to obtain two types of breakdowns here. Those two types of breakdowns are, GNR breakdown is mainly because of applied voltage, let it be that is 4.5 volts. Across this 4.5 volts, I am going to obtain some constant flow of current in the reverse direction, that is GNR breakdown. Beyond that 4.5 volts, up to some point, that is 6.5 volts, let it be, I am going to obtain, mainly because of carrier multiplication, I am going to obtain this avalanche breakdown here. Due to the reverse saturation current, I am going to obtain this avalanche breakdown here, avalanche breakdown and GNR breakdown. This in forward direction, the flow of current, it is in the range of milliamperes. In the reverse bias direction, the flow of current, it is in the range of microamperes here. Simply by these parameters, ideal diode means simply diode acts as on and off switch. In the forward direction, it acts as on switch. The resistance is 0 at or minimum. The flow of current is high. Whereas in reverse bias direction, the flow of current is low and the resistance is high. Therefore, it acts as off switch. Ideal diode acts as on and off switch here. Knee voltage, it is the minimum amount of voltage for the conduction of current. Drastic increase in the current flow will take place by increasing that voltage. That is the minimum amount of voltage for the which will makes the diode comes into the maximum conduction state. That is the knee voltage. What is static resistance? Static resistance means it is a single point. We are going to take only single point. We can take here, that is the R is equal to V by I, or R is equal to V1 by I1. Dynamic resistance, we are going to take slope of that voltage and current. From that slope, I can acquire the dynamic resistance here. That is reciprocal of the slope of the VI characteristics. That is the dynamic resistance can be obtained, that is delta V by delta I, V2 minus V1 by I2 minus I1. Reverse saturation current is mainly increases because of increase in the reverse voltage. Then maximum amount of current flow will take place mainly because of minority charge carriers. That flow of current, I can treat that flow of current in the reverse bias condition. Therefore, I can treat that current as reverse saturation current. Saturation means maximum amount of current flow in the reverse bias direction. Therefore, that is reverse saturation current. Junction breakdown, that means breaking down of the junction may takes place in two ways, that is GNR breakdown and avalanche breakdown. GNR breakdown is mainly because of applied voltage, whereas avalanche breakdown is mainly because of carrier multiplication. These are the topics we have seen for this day. Please go through again the working of PN junction diode, that is biasing condition of PN junction diode, and the parameters we have derived from the PN junction diode. Please go through again. Please go through again and see what is the working condition of PN junction diode. Please make some keynote. Keynote is also helps you in the exam point of view. please again go through and see all these points. Okay.